Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and welcome back. Today's video is very special because it's in collaboration with Jamie Page. This feels like such a full circle moment because she is one of the people who influenced me and pushed me to create my channel, so you can thank her. I just adore her and her creativity. Her Instagram feed and her quality of her videos is top notch and is forever inspiring. I just admire her so very much. Hopefully sometime soon we'll be able to collaborate in person, but in the meantime, please enjoy this virtual collab. So we picked out some trending products. We're going to be using all of the same products except for a few wild cards. We'll also be giving you some of our first impressions on a couple of things, which I'm very, very excited about, especially for these things. I think this is going to be a super fun video. I'm really intrigued to see what she creates using the same products. So after you're done watching my video, please check out the description to see hers, and I'll also have her other links down there as well. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. So I'm starting off with just my skincare down. I really want to see what this foundation does on its own, and I purchased this new NARS foundation. It's the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I bought the shade Light 4 Deauville. It looks very, very light in the bottle. I'm hoping that it's just the frosted... Oh gosh, it just spilled everywhere. I just opened it and it spilt on everything. Oh no! Just gonna try to make the flow not at the top. I guess it's very liquidy. I was very intrigued by this foundation, which is weird because it is a matte foundation. I think I was so drawn to it because I'm looking for another good matte foundation, especially for the days where I am going to be wearing a mask for a long period of time. Why did I say it like that? A long period of time? So on Sephora, it's described as a full coverage, transfer proof, oxidation resistant foundation that lasts up to 16 hours with a natural looking matte finish. So I'm going to be blending it out with my Rare Beauty foundation brush, and I'm going to take a small amount first just so that it's not super full coverage. Okay, I'm gonna see if that is a good match. It definitely has a lot of coverage. They weren't lying there. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more of a medium coverage on myself today, since I don't need a full coverage, and that's how I think I would wear this the most. But it's nice to know a little bit of it goes a long way since it is a more pricey foundation. I'm really risking the life of this sweater, but anyways, this is what it looks like with just a brush. I think that looks beautiful. I think I'm definitely getting a glow from within from the skin prep I used, but I'm just going to go over everything with a beauty blender to add a little bit more hydration and to make it look more skin-like. That is super flawless. Up close, it doesn't look like I'm wearing any foundation at all. Here's a good close-up. I don't use any skin smoothers or anything like that on my videos, as always, but this is what it looks like up close. I think it looks stunning. And I think the shade match actually looks really good. Now moving on to concealer, we chose the Rare Beauty concealer. I'm using the shade 190W. I like to scrape off the majority of the product off the wand because I don't want to over apply. I'm just going to take about that much to begin with. I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. This has got to be one of my favorite concealers to date. It's just so good. You can really build it up to a full coverage look, or medium or light, just depending on how you apply it. I think it's a very versatile concealer. So now that I have my concealer on, I'm just going to pop off camera to do my brows. So please enjoy the brow intermission. Brows are on, and I also changed because I couldn't take it anymore. I felt so claustrophobic. For bronzer, we chose the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. I'm using the shade Macchiato, and I know this isn't exactly new, but I feel like Fenty is always trending, as it should. I'm just gonna be blending it out with my favorite brush here, the Airbrush Precision Foundation Brush from Sephora. This is such a good cream bronzer. It's always flawless. I love it so much. But now for highlighter, we chose the Rare Beauty highlighters, and I'm going to be doing my little mixture of my two favorites here, the shades Flaunt and Outshine. I just love the combo of these together. As you guys know, it's just divine. I take about 50-50 of each and I just mix it in with my finger. And I like to blend this out with a sponge most. So I feel like it makes a very sheer application. And I also take it up in this area right here, kind of like the more editorial makeup artists do. Just gives more of like a glass skin effect, and I think it's very flattering. I love it. Now for blush, we chose the M Cosmetics Serum blushes. I'm going to be using the shade Venetian Rose. That's my favorite out of the newer 4 they came out with. I might use a brush today to make it a little bit more sheer. I'm just going to use my Smith 115. I just love this color so much. I apply it over everything just so that I get more of a natural effect, not so placed. Ooh, that color is just so good. I think it's a great all year round tone too. So now I'm just going to quickly prime my eyes with the Fenty Beauty eye primer, and we'll get started with the eyes. I'm really excited. I've been dying to try out these 2 palettes from Makeup by Mario. To be honest, when I first saw these on Trend Mood, I scrolled right past it because the packaging isn't super eye-catching, isn't something very unique. But once I saw his videos on his Instagram and how he was using the products and how he lit up when he was talking about the products, I immediately fell in love with them and I purchased them immediately. So I'm really excited to see how they perform. It's funny, Jamie said this as well, but when I first opened this, I was not in the best well-lit area, and the tones in here just looked all the same because there are a few shades in here that look very similar to one another. But for a makeup artist, I get it. I think this is a really great palette to have in a makeup artist kit. So we'll see about the quality. I'm really excited to try them out. So I'm gonna shut up, prime my eyelids, zoom you guys up, and we'll get to it. Okay, so I swatched both palettes on my hand and I'm even more excited now. So here are swatches of all the matte shades from the matte palette, and they do look very different from each other swatched, so that's really good. And here are the metals. They're so stunning and reflective. These are just dry. You can wet them too, which is really fun. So I'm first going to take a blending brush and I'm going to dip into shade number 4 from the matte palette. I think I want to do a soft glam eye look with a little twist. So I'm just going to use this as my crease shade, and I'm making sure to extra diffuse this color. And now I'm going to take shade number 8 and I'm going to build up the crease. These are blending out beautifully. They're very smooth and effortless to blend, which I would expect from a product of his. Now I'm going to take this small brush. It doesn't have a label on it. I think it rubbed off. I'm going to be taking the shade 10 and I'm going to start defining the outer corner with this color. I'm not dipping back in, but I'm going to take whatever is left on this brush and run it through the crease. This is very easy to work with. And with that same brush, I'm going to dip into the shade 11 just to really define the outer portion. I'm going to take a mixture of 11 and 10 and bring it on the lower portion here. And with that other brush, I'm just going to take shade 8 and finish the lower lash line off with that. I'm going to be taking my ColourPop E10 brush and I'm going to run this along the lash line a little bit. I'm going to take this Smith 253 with the lightest shade, number 1, just to kind of set and brighten. Oh, that's really light. I'm actually going to dip into 3 and 1 together. Now with the black from the palette, I'm going to start creating a shadow liner. I'm just going to take this super tiny brush. It's a Sigma Winged Liner EO6 brush. It's so tiny, just because I'm nervous and I don't want to screw anything up. And I'm going to take a tiny little brush like this. This is a Royal Langnickel tight liner brush, and I'm going to press this as close to my lashes. And I'm taking that all the way into the inner portion. Ooh, I love that. I love that a lot. It's honestly a very easy and pigmented black to work with. You guys have no idea how much I love the way that this looks right now. That black just really elevated this look. It looks so soft and smooth. That was so easy to create too. So now I'm going to move on and dip into a couple of these. I'm really eyeing these two for this look. I don't know which one I want to use. I mean, this one would be like such an easy cop out. It would look really, really nice. I might use both of them. I'm gonna use both. I think this palette is really, really cool because there is a removable palette here. I think I might just spray a little bit of setting spray in here. I'm just going to dedicate a little corner of the eyeshadow as my little wet zone. Ooh, these turn into like paint. That's really interesting. It's like a really moussey paint. And I've been seeing a lot on Instagram. I think Patrick Ta is the one who started it, but they just add like a really random line of black, and I'm going to mimic that but with a shimmer. So wish me luck. I'm just going to rest both elbows on my desk, look straight into my mirror, and I'm following the angle of this liner as well. That's cool. It's very subtle, but when I shift my head, it's like a little pop of something unexpected. I like it. Just gonna rinse off this brush, and I'm going to do the same thing with that bronzy tone. I feel like I'm playing with watercolor. I'm having a blast. And I'm gonna place that right here. Maybe I should have done that opposite. I feel like this color would have looked cool there and the orange there. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk something I might regret, and I'm gonna take the orange one. I really like that. So I'm just going to quickly catch this eye up to speed, and I will be right back. So here we are, both eyes almost done. I kind of wish I would have picked the silver in this palette. I feel like it would have made a more interesting pop, but nonetheless, I really love this orangey shade right here. Makes me feel like Steve, my cat. I'm going to take some of my Rare Beauty highlighter, and I'm going to use it as my inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to place it in this socket right here without moving around the inner corner. But here is the eyeshadow all complete. I freaking love it. I feel like a tiger. So now for mascara, we chose the Marc Jacobs At Lash. Oh my god. I love this eye look so much, and I love when I shift my head how this little detail catches the light. It's so fun, so different. So now I'm gonna move on to the lips, and then we're finished. So for the lips, we decided to make it our wild card since we didn't want to be too stuck in a box. So I received these yesterday. They're the Yves Saint Laurent, the Slim Glow Matte lipsticks. There's 12 shades. I received 5 of them. I was just swatching a bunch of things on my hand, so don't mind. It's these 5 right here. I was wearing this bright red around the house yesterday, and it was beautiful, but the packaging is so beautiful and luxurious. It just feels like a, I don't know why, but like a fancy cigarette. I don't know why I get that vibe, or a fancy vape. I don't do either of those things, but I just get those vibes from it. And look at this diamond shape, and it twists up so elegantly and beautifully. There's a hair on it. Oh my god, I love it. I'm going to be wearing this shade today. I think it will complement this look the most, and it's a little bit more on the safer side since the eyes are VV dramatic. So I'm first going to line my lips with the M Cosmetics Teddy Lip Liner. And now I'm gonna go in with this shade 210. Oh, I just love this packaging. It smells so nice too. That is the perfect color for this look. I adore it. I love, love, love this look. Okay, so here is the final look all complete. You don't understand. I'm obsessed with it. Rarely ever use that word, but I just am. I love the way my eyes look, and the shimmers, so fun. I am extremely happy with the outcome of this look. Now I'm just gonna give you a little review and my roundup thoughts about the new things I've tried today. First, starting off with the foundation. I love how it looks everywhere but around my mouth. I'm gonna zoom up so hopefully you can see. It just looks freaking dry around my mouth, especially right here. Looks like dry skin, which I don't have in this area. And around my nose, I really hope the camera's gonna pick it up, but around my nose, it's not looking the best. It almost looks like it's curdling. Can y'all see? What is this? Is this? This is it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, and it like feels like it comes off. Maybe it's my skin prep I did today. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely keep trying this out because it was beautiful initially. Okay, why are you guys so close to me? Chill. I'm gonna continue testing it out over this month, and then I'll give you my final review and my roundup video as always. Hello, it's Editing Julia, popping in quickly because I wore the foundation for the last 2 days, and it feels like wherever you express your face a lot, so for me it was in this area here and around my mouth, it does that curdling thing, and it transfers like crazy. You can just like touch your face and it'll just like pop off. It just completely transfers, so that's weird. And I use different primers and things like that, the ones that usually work for me. So sadly, this is a foundation I don't see myself recommending. And it's weird because I was using a very thin amount of it too, so it wasn't like I was using too much, and that's why it was lifting and doing all that kind of weird stuff. But anyways, bye. For these 2 eyeshadow palettes from Makeup by Mario, I am very impressed and I am highly excited. I didn't think I was going to like these products as much as I do, but they definitely exceeded my expectations, that's for sure. Is this specific palette the most unique thing ever on the market? Hell no. But am I going to use it like crazy? Yes. I'm really happy to have an all matte eyeshadow palette with all of these tones. It pretty much has all the things I would need in a small little palette. Like, this is kind of small, like it's the size of my hand, and I have very tiny hands. Anyways, this palette, beautiful, extremely happy to have it, and I see myself using this a lot. The quality was beautiful. I love how soft it looks, and for this one right here, I think it's extremely fun. I really like the formulation. It felt like I was in art class again playing with watercolor. The quality is beautiful. I love how they look wet or dry as well. And I see myself reaching for this lots if I want like a pop of a metallic color. There are a few other products that I purchased from his line that I'm excited to try over this month. But so far, really impressed, and I'm excited to see what else he has in store for us. And finally, for the Yves Saint Laurent lipstick, beautiful. I love the texture. I like how it has a sheen running through it, but without being too metallic, and it's a really nice, comfortable texture. It just feels very high quality, and the packaging is to die for. So luxurious. I love it. And I love this color. It complements the look so beautifully. So I'm extremely happy with everything I tried out today. And again, please check out the description to see Jamie Page's video as well as her social media links, and I can't wait to see what she comes up with. That wraps up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it fun. If you did, please give it a like. It would help me out so very much. I'll make sure to link all of these products in the description down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.